Yo, what's up, my people out there today? Y'all just want to holler at y'all about what's going on in the world of media. This your boy Hood Film, self-made-ology, yourself 2 times. All my name's Hood the Filmmaker. I got a bunch of names because I do a lot of creating in this world. But I want to holler at y'all about Faizon Love. You know that dude, comedian, funny motherfucker, man. He a legend in the game. He been around for years. He played Big Worm in Friday, which is like a legendary character. Plus, he got many movies, which, he would do movies with white people, too. So Faizon is definitely a legend in the game. He's been around forever, and he do stand up comedy, and he's funny. He's really good. He's always been around. He's always been a dude that been doing his thing. And then in the industry, there's obviously the internet comedians, which is a whole new realm of comedy, and it's really good too. A lot of those guys are doing very well as internet comedians. But the number one guy is Country Wayne, who's become a millionaire from doing internet comedy. And old boy Faizon been hating on him. So the question is why? Why are you hating on bro? Because he's succeeding. He made himself a way. The internet is here and it's here to stay. So to me, the medium that you do the art on, it's dumb to try to say that somebody's not good because of what medium they put their stuff on, what platform that they drop it on. I mean, that makes stupid. It's like at the end of the day, it was a time when they just did music. It's just time when they did live comedy or live theater. Then over time, a thing popped up called radio. Now, that's before our time. But at that time, it was like, what? Yeah, you got to go get a radio, put it in your house. And that's how you was entertained. Then, in the 50s, a thing popped out called TV. And when TV popped out, now you got it right inside your house. You didn't have to go down to the Nickelodeons or whatever and pay for it to see it in a theater. So look at the comedians from back in those times. For instance, Amos Hernandez, who was on the radio. Burt Williams, who was a black comedian, also who did blackface, who put blackface on his face. What about those Buster Keaton, the white comedians, and Charlie Chaplin, who did comedy on television and in black and white with no sound in film, silent films? Or then when television came around, what about Woody Allen and them, those white guys? I can't think of the guys who Woody Allen was writing for. Oh, I know one of them dudes' name. Damn, I can't think his name. He's a big time director too today. But these are guys from way back. Milton Berle, I think that's the name. Milton Berle. They was around when I was a kid. Milton Berle, I think was the name. But these are people who used the medium that was available to them at that time. And I don't think they all looked and said, "Oh, look at that guy. All he do is do comedy in newspapers. He ain't shit." No, it's like whatever thing is in your way, it's funny. Boondocks Boy, he do comedy through writing animation. It's still funny. So to me, it's not the thing that it's not the like. For instance, the Wayans, the Wayan guys were dope comedians. David Allen Greer, Tommy Davidson, all of them dudes was crazy stand-up comedians, but they could only go so far at that time, late 80s, early 90s. So they transitioned to doing it in sketch comedies on TV. They had to still get a deal from a TV station, which was Fox, in order for them to get that out there. Now we all know the legends of those comedy skits that they put out. Now skits and doing that thing is a way of life. Dave Chappelle picked up on that and made millions of dollars off of it. But now everybody in the world is doing skits. It's not just relegated to people who could pay for fat budgets and white people with cameras and boom mics. Now you get your cell phone, you get your friends, you get a whatever your comedy thing is, and you put it out to the world. So it's crazy to try to judge somebody's methodology of doing a comedy. That to me is hating because at the end of the day, you don't have to judge it. You're one person. You yourself don't have to like it. But if you pay attention to what's going on around you, it's 8 other billion people on the damn planet. So they can like what the fuck they like and or don't like what the fuck they don't want to like. So nobody got to follow somebody's practicalities on what they think is the way things should be. I don't think that you ain't got to follow what I'm saying. It just to me seems about to be a little hate if you're mad at this guy for doing comedy the way he see it to be funny. And he's a funny motherfucker. Like that, when you see some of that shit, it's creative, it's off the cuff. It's like, damn, I wish I'd have thought of that. Okay, so the dude dating the old lady, he dating the older lady. Oh shit. This shit is comedy. Why? Because where he from, in his realm of the world, in his area of the people he know, that's comedy to them. So to try to judge it is stupid. It's a guy that's on the neighborhood on the internet right now. Big Ja, I think his name is. He do Crip and Blood comedy. I don't think he's a real Crip and Blood, but they're not gonna ride down on him. I don't think, and be like, "Hey, you disrespecting our gang." It's comedy. They like it. Some people might like it. Or Little Watts, homie Quan. These are another sketch artist that's doing comedy. He's funny as fuck, but he's doing gangbang comedy. So somebody gonna say, "I don't agree with gangbanging. I don't think it should be doing gangbanging comedy." Well, don't watch it. You can watch what the fuck you want to watch. So it's just different strokes for different folks. They got Mr. Beast, who's one of the biggest people on the internet, so famous, so major, but his comedy is like doing quizzes or like scavenger hunts or put your hand on this who the last person can take their hand off this card or get it, or let's go to this island, who can survive on an island. And it's comical when you seeing these people try to go through these little challenges. So it's not about the way the comedy is, it's just the person who watching it, how do they determine it is for them. So that's why I say Faizon need to just go and probably tap into some way of doing it himself. And then, I saw another interview where he was talking about how they get the residual checks, and it's not just a YouTube check and all that stuff. And it technically just probably is just older guy trying to adjust to the new stuff, and then it's so fast paced because think about it. I was on the internet in 1998. I met my girl on the internet in 1998. We still together to this day. But that was 1998, and I was 25 years old. So actually, I was 24. I was going to be 25 in like 3 weeks, but I met her. Now tomorrow's my birthday. I'll be 50. 25 years ago, I was on the internet going crazy. I'm not on the internet like that no more. I'm not like on the internet. But at that time, it wasn't no Facebook. It was no internet like that. It was no what's these other companies that's out here. Google, none of that stuff existed. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like you went to a platform to talk to other people. You just get on the internet, other people was around, chatting was what they were called at that time. So we just did that. And then but over time, me being 25 to 30, 35, I kind of got away from it. But the internet was ramping up. So by the time I was 35, YouTube was here. So it's like that's a whole nother thinking. That's a whole nother thing now. So it's like you have to start getting acclimated to the new things, even if it's nothing that interests you. And I was on the internet so young in my life, it was fun at that time. But now the internet is back, and I'm an old middle-aged guy, and it's like, okay, everybody got a podcast, everybody got a YouTube, everybody got this, everybody got that. You can't just let the internet and all this stuff pass you by. But you can if you live in your life, and it's not really so important. It's not no, I mean, you got people who are online, you got people who are not online. I got family members who are not online at all. They ain't got a Facebook page and none of that. They exist, they human, they've been human my whole life, but they not like you can't follow them and all that stuff online. And they still live a great life, be at all the parties, kicking it, having a good time. So it's just different strokes for different folks. So that guy Faison is still going to be a legend because he's already put his mark in the game. But hating on the younger gen and saying that the younger gen is doing something that is not quality or upstanding or going to last longer. Imagine how big the internet is. It's going to delete TV. It's going to delete the theaters. It's going to delete that over time. Now, the only reason why those things haven't deleted now because the industries are so big, the companies can pump money into them themselves to keep them alive because they've been institutions for hundreds of years. But the way the internet is and a cell phone and now they got glasses that you can look at the videos and stuff. This stuff is going to delete the way things is currently. It'll probably be some kind of glitch in your wrist where you can watch all of the stuff online and put your arm down and get back to life. Things is changing. So to be like, oh, he's just a wrist comic. Yeah, I'm standing up in the theater. Yeah, all you do is make niggas jag off and then they laughing. Like, what? Like, why the fuck you hating? Who gives a fuck to have people laugh? Like, it's people who do street comedy. So that mean they not funny because they not in somebody building and shit, or they not around. It's people who just make kids laugh. So that mean they not funny because they not in the bar at a certain hour of the night. Like all that shit seems weird to me. But everybody got their opinion, and then nobody's opinion is wrong. So I say Faison's entitled to his opinion, and comedy is subjective. So what you like is your business. What you don't like technically is your business. And that's all I got on this video. This your boy Yusef Hood. yourself 2 times, all that stuff. I love comedy. I'm doing sketch comedy my damn self right now. Check out some of my videos right here on this channel. Holla.